On YouTube. So just got done with my Alamo Bowl preview, so move into my Russell Athletic Bowl preview, which is Baylor and North Carolina, and a game that should probably be another one of the most high-scoring bowl games of the bowl season this year. So move into my three keys for Baylor. First one is pretty simple. Actually really simple. Have Jarrett Stidham starting. I know that he might not be fully healthy by then. They might have to go with Chris Johnson, but if there's any way that Stidham can go, I think you got to start him. Chris Johnson has looked all right when he's played, but it's just not been favorable It's not been a favorable situation for whenever he's been playing. He did well against Oklahoma State when he was put into action, but played in terrible weather against TCU. That game was kind of a shit show. And that wasn't just, obviously that wasn't on him. That was just bad weather to be playing in. And then obviously getting hurt against Texas. So I think that Jarrett Stidham might honestly be their best quarterback. It's hard to really compare him and Seth Russell, how they did this year, but both did fantastic. So I think you got to give Jarrett Stidham the start. I think he gives Baylor the best chance to win. He can also spread the ball the best to all their many weapons. So second one is win the turnover battle. Marquise Williams has shown this year to be a little bit just over his career, honestly, to be a little bit turnover happy. He can get that way sometimes. Threw a very, very key pick in the red zone last week against Clemson. They could have helped out North Carolina a lot if they had actually converted that touchdown. It was actually right after the half. There were a lot of things that could have helped North Carolina win that game, but they did not. So, yeah, like I said, draw a couple turnovers, maybe force a fumble or two. And give your offense as much help as possible against a good North Carolina offense. And then the third one is give Corey Coleman the ball. He's your best player. He's one of the best players in the Big 12. He's hard for any defense to stop. Obviously, you want to get all your playmakers the ball. Jay Lee, Katie Cannon, Johnny Jefferson, Devin Chafin, and Shocklin Wood. But you know what, Corey Coleman's the best that you got, and obviously you want to get him the ball as much as possible. So moving to my keys for North Carolina, first one is get a special teams touchdown, which should be, I won't say easy for him, but easier for him than most other teams in the country because you got Ryan Switzer back there. Baylor's obviously a great offense. You need to find a way to put as many points on the board as possible, as many ways as you possibly can. And get as many advantages as you can against a Baylor team that's going to have one of their, top three quarterbacks back, which means that their offense is probably going to be putting up 40 or 50 points again, maybe more. So North Carolina's defense it's not been great this year. It's not been terrible, but it's been shown to give up points when they, and I don't know if they played an offense near what Baylor has. So North Carolina, I don't think really has been tested. I think the best offense they probably played all year is Clemson, and not to take anything away from Clemson, but I think they're a great team. Obviously, best team in the country right now, but I don't think they're anywhere comparable to Baylor's offense when they're going full strength. And then my second key is get Elijah Hood 150-plus yards. If he can get going on the ground, that means North Carolina can control the clock again. It puts a little bit more pressure on a Baylor defense that has not been great this year to focus on the pass and the run. Get Andrew Billings and Sean Oakman moving a little bit, try to get them a little bit tired, and show that you can have a multifaceted attack on offense. You got a dual threat quarterback in Marquise Williams that can run the option and can also throw the ball pretty well too. Extremely athletic, good quarterback, and if Elijah Hood can get it going too, then that just adds another weapon to North Carolina's offensive scheme. And the third one is kind of elaborating off of that, win the possession battle. So obviously Baylor's a quick strike offense, so they're not going to take their time on offense. But if you give Baylor the ball over and over and over again, they're going to score. You saw it happen in the Texas Tech game and then in the Oklahoma State game are the two best examples of teams that just got completely outscored by Baylor since they gave them too many chances on offense. Texas Tech lost 63-35, and their offense Texas Tech's offense is great, but they just got outdone. They gave the ball back to Baylor too much, and with the lackluster defense they have, Baylor was able to put up points in bunches, and then Oklahoma State just for the first half of the game, was not able to get too much offense going, and eventually Baylor started pulling away, even though Oklahoma State has a decent defense. So, moving to my prediction, I'm going to go with Baylor on this. I think that Baylor will respond very well. They have not been great in bowl games. That's the thing. But the thing is also, North Carolina hasn't played in a bowl game of this magnitude in a long time, I don't think. Maybe since 2009. So, you know, I think it's going to be an interesting bowl game to watch. There's so much uncertainty heading into this game for Baylor. Obviously, they're going to have either Chris Johnson or Jarrett Stidham back, but both of them might still have injury problems lurking around. So, like I said, we'll see what happens. This is a Baylor team that just lost to Texas, and actually they've lost 2 straight to Texas and TCU. So we'll see how they respond. I think they'll respond huge. I think that Art Braz will have them ready for the game. Obviously, they didn't have much to work with on offense last week against Texas when they were playing against Lynx Hawthorne, or were playing with Lynx Hawthorne, and sometimes even using Johnny Jefferson or Corey Coleman at quarterback. So, yeah. Like I said, I'm going to go with Baylor on this one. I'm going to put the link in the description below for the Alamo Bowl preview, and then the Citrus Bowl as well, along with my overall bowl prediction video. So yeah, like I said, this will be in the description below, along with my Twitter handle and Instagram handle. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. Should be coming back. I'm going to try to do my Sugar Bowl preview later today, and I guess that knocks out all my individual previews of Big 12 teams besides the Clemson-Oklahoma playoff game. But, yeah, that's pretty much it. So, yeah.